everybody. I'm Meghan McGrogan, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Welcome back to Leveling Up, our social distancing series. If you're just tuning in for the first time, these episodes are shorter episodes than our normal podcast, which prior to the COVID-19 pandemic aired every other week. But now we've decided to bring these smaller, shorter episodes to you to make sure that you can stay in touch with our business community during this time. So today you're actually turning into the 32nd episode of the Leveling Up Social Distancing series. So thank you so much for tuning in. And this morning I have with me Shayna Keller, and Shayna is from Excellus BlueCross BlueShield. So Shayna, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a surprise and welcome surprise to be invited to be on here. So my name, again, Shayna Keller, and I work for Excellus BlueCross BlueShield, and my position is a community engagement program manager. Say that 5 times fast.
I need another sip of coffee for that one.
Took me about a month so I could spew that out.
So Shayna, tell us what that position entails and what you do for Excellus.
So basically, as I'm sure a lot of people know, Excellus is a health plan. We are a nonprofit out in the 39 counties, actually, in upstate New York. So what I do is I go out and educate people on health insurance and individual market. What that means is I deal in the realm of people that can enroll year-round, whether it be in Medicaid, Child Health Plus, Essential Plan, Qualified Health Plan. So I'm literally dealing with the smaller individuals that find a need for health insurance.
Mm-hmm. And I know we talked about, prior to getting on and recording here, we talked about how health insurance is such a scary kind of topic for people. And when they have to navigate it, they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, or am I doing it right? Am I up to date on my coverage? How do I submit a claim? And you guys really, as a customer myself, you guys really do make it very turnkey for people, and they shouldn't be afraid to reach out, right?
It's absolutely true. And, I have a real life example of when I moved back here, I had to navigate New York State of Health on my own, and it was scary. And, when you talk to people about health insurance, they tend to clam up because there's a lot of unknowns, and especially with what we're going through right now, people are afraid that they can't qualify or afford health insurance. So we're a resource where people can come to us and we walk them through the steps. Basically, every health insurance plan is based on your household size, your age, and your income. And the department that I work in deals with free or low cost health insurance plans. So we are really trying to help these people and make it a little less frightening. And the process can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 45 minutes, just depending on how many family members and the situation is.
Mm-hmm. And, I shared with you too, when my husband started his own business, we also came to Excellus and went through the process as well. And, both of us really having experienced it, we know how easy it really can be and how turnkey you guys make it. I think, people, and by the way, just as a side note, on your customer service side, you guys also make it really turnkey because, our family has had a fair share of, some health issues to navigate.
Right.
And it's really you guys make it so simple, whether it be enrolling or giving a call. I mean, I've literally had customer service reps put me on hold and say, I'm calling your doctor, stay here. I'm going to get right back with you. And really, they're fairly quick phone calls. And, one woman was kind of like a pit bull. She was like, I'm getting this taken care of for you. And you are not going to pay, they did not code this right. And I'm like, good for you. That's what you want, right? You want somebody to take the bull by the horns.
Yeah, we have everything in-house. And like you said, our staff is so dedicated. Our members are our number one priority. Despite any kind of circumstance, our health and our community members are number one. And It's been proven time and time again. I love working for this company because, it's so refreshing to go out to the community and hear stories such as yours, because we stand by our members.
Mm-hmm. And so if people are watching today, I know we mentioned that there's probably some members that are already watching, and you're going to talk about some of the resources that are available to current members. But if somebody's not a member and they're just kind of, unsure about what to do with their health insurance, or maybe they have some questions, who is like the ideal person? Because a lot of people in the chamber, they might be solopreneurs or they're self-employed. So would those people be the right people to reach out to you?
Yeah, yep. So what we do is, like I said, any individuals, some of the examples of why we can enroll people year round is if they have a loss of income or a decrease in income, a group plan is not offered to them, go out and start your own business, newly married. So there's a bunch of different scenarios where they can call us, and what we do is we get all the information that we need, put it into the New York State of Health, and then ultimately New York State of Health determines what plan the individual falls into. But then we can narrow it down from, say, like 100 different plan options to here's your best 10. And we have to stay neutral. So we're not just showing Excellus plans, we're showing every health plan that fits that individual's needs. Whether it be financial reasons or, I see a specialist, 3 times a year. So, okay, financially, this probably makes the best sense for your health needs as well. So we literally can sit there and go through every single scenario, ultimately with the benefit of trying to get them government funds, low cost, or even free in some cases. If a person makes less than $17,000 a year, they automatically qualify for Medicaid. That's no co-payments, no deductibles, nothing out of pocket. The only thing you're looking at is for prescription. So we take all that information and input it, and then help the consumer, the member, make the best decision for them. And we have people on site in Utica, Syracuse, Rochester, and then right now we're able to do this over the phone. So a potential member can call us and we can walk them through the process right over the phone.
That's great. You don't even really have to leave your house. And, you brought up something else that I want to touch on too, which again, I personally went through this as well. Basically understanding what your plan benefits are, and you guys can help navigate that too. So if you have a health concern, or in my case, I was about to have a baby, and I thought that my one plan, just because I had no copays and I had, a great plan, I just so happened to end up in an emergency scenario in the hospital. And so that coverage, like my maximum out of pocket, was a little bit different. And so when I called you guys to understand it, they said, what other plan do you have available to you? And we were able to look at my husband's plan, and it actually made more sense for me to move plans all within Excellus. So, I think that part's really important too, because you might have a medical concern and not understand fully what your benefits are, and you guys can help navigate that as well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's like I said, that's one of the key things is knowing what prescriptions are you on. Do you have a preference in a doctor? There may be a plan that doesn't, have that physician under that plan. So we can look at all those factors and figure out what's the best scenario for you. What makes sense.
Yeah. And also you mentioned other plans like Child Health Plus. And I think that's something that a lot of people aren't aware that, some people think it's an income eligibility, but you can get Child Health Plus even if you hit that threshold. And that's important to know too.
Everybody can qualify for Child Health Plus if you're under the age of 19. Let me clarify that. So what we do on that is, I believe if you make 19,000, a little under 19,000 as a single family household, that child has free health insurance. And it goes up in increments from there. as far as how much you would pay out of pocket for a monthly premium. But again, there's no out of pocket as far as when you go see a physician. There's no deductible. You do pay a premium of some sort of level as your income increases. But once you go to the doctor, there's no expense for the child. The other good thing is that with Child Health Plus, you can enroll 3 children on the plan. And after that, there's no additional cost. So if you have 4 children, you're not going to pay an additional premium. And you get the 10 primary benefits are included, which is what, basically every health plan offers.
Yep. Now, we mentioned earlier too that if people are already a member, so say somebody's a member and they're looking at, okay, how do I navigate this whole COVID-19 scenario? Is my plan affected? Where can they go to find out resources about things like that?
So when COVID-19, when this all started, Excellus went ahead and created a website specific to COVID-19. So there's a website that they can go to, and that's Excellus BCBS /COVID-19. And that will go in, and if you have any member benefit questions, helpful tips, what's covered, when it comes to testing and whatnot, that's a good resource page, and that is continually updated. So we suggest people just keep going back there to check any kind of updates as far as the insurance plan or anything that we know as far as COVID-19.
Sure. And that is a great website. I've looked at that as well myself. So, make sure you go on and check that out if you guys have any questions about that. And Shayna, just on another level, I wanted to mention, you guys are very community minded too. You have a lot of community involvement. Your employees get involved in the community. I know Eve Vanderwall gets very involved in the community, and she's a great supporter of us. And Excellus BlueCross BlueShield is also a bronze investor with the Chamber. So just want to thank you so much for all of your support of our community as well. And I think that's something that people should consider, when they're making their healthcare decisions. They should consider all of that too, because you guys are great supporters of our community.
Thank you. Yes, we are. They, like I said, Excellus is just a great company all the way around. And we're out in the community and doing outreach and whatever we can do. And like you said, Eve is very, very hands-on, as well as all of our regional presidents with the community. So I love my job.
So Shayna, what else do you want to tell everybody as we wrap up here? What's the best way for them to get in touch if they have any questions or want to reach out to you and find out their options? What's the best way to do that?
I will give 2 options. As well as doing outreach and educating people about our health insurance options, I am a certified enroller as well. So I'm able to help people. So people can reach me on my cell phone, which is 315-335-8115. I had to think about that for a second. Or they can call our 1-800 number, and then they can set up an appointment that way with one of our enrollers within the community. We have multiple throughout the region, and that is 1-800-234-4781.
Lots of numbers in your head.
I know. Sorry. Bad with numbers.
That's okay. People can rewind and pause. That's the beauty of the video, right?
Again, that's 1-800-234-4781.
Great. And as far as the website, I know you already gave the COVID-19 resource page. Is there any other page that they can find out more information on the website, or just the generic website?
Yeah, they can go, if it's looking at plans specifically, they can go to chooseexcellus.com, and that will go through our specific plan options just to see what we have available. Every region is different, or every county. Oneida County, we have the full portfolio, which includes the Medicaid, Child Health Plus, Essential Plan, and Qualified Health Plans, as well as if they want information about Medicare for 65 and older, and then information about group plans. So we have the full portfolio.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for being on today. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention before we get off here?
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Shayna. And you guys heard right from Shayna how you can get in touch, those phone numbers or the website, and we will also put their website up on the screen for you. And again, Shayna, thanks so much for joining us. And I think we've gotten some great education for our members this morning. So thank you.
Thank you.